Tariff war. US President Donald Trump's plan to impose tariffs on Canadian goods is drawing an immediate response as Ottawa responds, with levies on US products targeting Republican-led states including Florida, oranges and appliances from Ohio. The Canadian response to US trade action set to take effect today has been in the works for weeks since Trump first announced his intention on Feb 1 to upend decades of trade cooperation between the two nations. Canada is now poised to hit US with 25% tariffs on $30 million of US goods and the threat of $125 million after a 21-day consultation period. The list of what would get tariffed immediately includes food, poultry, beef, fish, yogurt and more, along with various textiles and furniture. Canadian Foreign Minister Mélanie Joly said thousands of Canadian jobs are at stake. We have with us my colleague Aditya Vadhavan joining us on the telecast. Aditya, it's a huge tariff war that is taking place. Trump has imposed high tariffs on Canada and Mexico, and he's doubled down tariffs on China. How do you think, now we have seen Canada has retaliated to that, how do you think Canada and Mexico and China will be responding to this?
Well, I mean, this was bound to happen, Ria, because, Canada was considering to impose reciprocal tariffs on US imports. Let us just remind our viewers that, Canada does exports many of the food items to the United States of America. And, if United States of America will impose such heavy tariffs, in the long run, people of the United States of America might also bear the brunt of that because, many essential commodities and food items America imports from Canada, such as some fruits and some vegetables. Now, it needs to be seen how this entire trade war between US and other countries escalates. As far as China is concerned, China will definitely impose reciprocal tariffs on US imports. And as per some reports earlier, China has ordered an inquiry into the Google. As far as it will also at the moment the Communist Party of China is considering to impose certain tariffs where the US can be affected. With regard to be it all sort of exports that China does with US. So basically, if you see, US is, imposing tariffs on certain countries, to also lower the trade deficit, that over the years that America has faced because of the other countries. There is a huge trade deficit between America and China and Mexico. So particularly, he's targeting these two countries, and for Mexico, also Mexico, he's targeting particularly Mexico because Mexico has a history of, traffic drugs like fentanyl and other and into America. So all this at the moment the situation is not looking good, and it needs to be seen what impact will all these developments have on the global market. Yes, Ria.
We also have with us Major General A.K. Sivaj, defense expert, joining us on the telecast. Major General A.K. Sivaj, we have seen that this tariff war has been going on for quite some time after Trump's return to power. He has announced his plans earlier, but now it has been imposed, and now Canada has also retaliated to that. It has imposed $107 billion tariffs on the American products. Now, do you think China and Mexico will also be responding to this?
No doubt. See, as far as Donald Trump is concerned, he's a businessman. When he has come in the second term, that is Trump 2.0, he has brought it out very clearly. He will do what is good for US. And he found out that as far as the Mexico and Canada are concerned, now both these countries, the illegal migration taking place, and also drugs like fentanyl is coming with impunity. Now the point which Donald Trump is trying to bring out is, wherever there is a trade deficit, and if you see that as far as Canada is concerned, the trade is about $726 billion. And as far as the trade surplus is concerned, it's more toward the Canada. So basically, as far as Trump is concerned, it will try to now equalize that. Same way the problem is with the Mexico. Now, the point which Donald Trump is very clear that the items which are coming from Canada and Mexico, which he has put a pause, now 25% tariff has been put. But that notwithstanding, the response from Canada and Mexico is also equally strong. They are also now trying to put 25% of tariff. Now, if you see US and Canada, their economy are interwoven. You know, there is interdependency on both the countries of each. The fruits, the vegetables, and other necessary items are coming. People are working from Canada, coming to US. It will affect. You can say with lot of severity both the countries. The trade which was going flowing and without any restriction will have problem now. There is no denying the fact a mood of uncertainty has come in the world. It is not only Canada and Mexico. If you see it, as far as China is concerned, the tariff which was there about 10% is increased to 20%. You see, as far as China and US is concerned, their biggest trade partner. But again, the trade surplus is towards the China. So what Donald Trump is trying to bring out that the most of the items which are there as far as US is concerned, the tariff has been pushed heavily by other countries. And though it is a developed country, the developing countries cannot, compete with it. But it is saying tit for tat. If you are putting tariff more on our goods, we are also going to put it. Now, whether it is feasible, whether it is practical, whether it is, legally correct in the today's environment, which is quite uncertain. But certainly it is making a difference, and you will find it, especially the economy of the whole world is now in doldrum. You find the stock market not doing well, and the dollar is becoming stronger compared to other currency, whether it is a Canadian dollar or the Mexican, currency, and same way with the Chinese. And India also need to be very, very alert. Though India has taken certain corrective measure, if you see that as far as India and US is concerned, we have about $140 billion trade, and there is a trade surplus toward the Indian side about $40 billion. And so therefore, as far as US is concerned, it has given a stern warning to India that we must reduce the tariff on US goods. We have already taken certain corrective measures in the budget which was recently presented, but we ought to do more. That's what the US is trying to put pressure. So overall, uncertainty is prevailing in the whole world. But as far as Donald Trump is concerned, he will do what suits US economy, and his main aim is US first. And I suppose the world has to be prepared for that. As far as the economy is concerned, he's a businessman. He will take action which suits the economy of the US, not the economy of other countries. Yeah.
We also have with us Major Mohammed Ali Shah, defense expert, joining us on the telecast. Major Mohammed Ali Shah, we have seen that this tariff war has been going on for quite some time, and now that Trump has locked in Canada, Mexico tariffs, and we have seen now that Canada has responded to this, and Mexico is saying that they are ready with their plan B, C, D. How do you think this will have an impact on this? Because this global trade tensions, it looms over. How do you think this will have an impact?
Ria, again, very well brought out by you. Yes, of course, countries like Canada and Mexico have they have their own points. At the same time, Sensex had tanked 300 points. The Nifty at 22,035.15, and the Indian markets, they struggle. They remain under pressure as escalating trade tension that is happening. In fact, not just India, there would be several other nations as well. Now, there were fresh tariffs that they were imposed by Donald Trump. Now what happened is, Ria, the exports, they caution that market conditions may remain subdued. So companies like Lockheed Martin or BAE Systems, which are defense manufacturers, since Europe is preparing to be kind of self-sufficient, that European countries have said that they would want to make Ukraine like a porcupine, in the sense they've used the word, in the sense that no one can attack them, no one can invade them. So Ukraine right now, when the aid has stopped to Ukraine, and Ukraine needs to come into that power, into that self-sufficient mode. So in that case, the defense companies, their stocks will rise up, but other stocks shares will go down. Now, when we talk about tariff, Donald Trump had spoken about tariffs much earlier, and we were anticipating that. It didn't really come as a surprise, actually. So yes, if US has imposed certain tariffs, other countries also are at liberty to see the economy first and do how they deem is right. So because I see the world market is going to get affected very, very badly by this Russia-Ukraine war, and by especially more so by the Trump-Zelensky at the Oval Office in the White House, what we saw at the heated argument over there, yeah.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.